What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Trey the Brew Daniels, here with some more news. Happy Friday to you all. Oh, Delali. So it's been a week since Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Try to say that 5 times fast. Sweet Jesus. These titles. Good Lord. And it's time for us to check out the box office numbers for the first week. Now, I thought it would be good to put some things into perspective before we break down the trend of how things are going financially for this Phase 5 kickoff. So I thought it would be cool to look at the first Ant-Man movie and look at its numbers and see where how things were going as far as its franchise is concerned and as the Phase 5. So looking at the first Ant-Man movie, it ended up grossing $519 million and some change. Great for the box office, had a budget of $130 million. It did really well, all things considered. And its opening weekend was $57,225,000. Now here we go. And it ended up grossing $180 million domestic. This is the kicker. Word spread, then people went to go see this movie because a lot of people that weren't hardcore did not know who Ant-Man was or cared. But those that enjoyed this film went and talked about it and spread the news like wildfire for people to go. And the joint ended up making good money. We fast forward a few years, we go to Ant-Man and the Wasp. And this joint makes even more money. Has a crazy good
I'm kind of retarded.
Take, pretty much. $622 million, $674,000. And I think the budget was around, $160 million. So this thing made an insane amount of money. Now, I'm not going to get into inflation and all this stuff. That conversation is moot. I'm just talking about what it did. Domestically, opened up with $75 million. And then once again, word of mouth, people were excited about it to a degree. I know this movie wasn't as well received, but ended up grossing $216 million in the domestic market. So far, so good, all things considered. Now we get here. And here is the kicker. It's been, that was 2023. So 5 years since the last Ant-Man movie. Phase 4 was an absolute debacle. People have really lost a lot of interest in the Marvel product. By the time Ant-Man and the Wasp rolled around, all the other films that were coming up after that, like Black Panther, Infinity War, all this stuff, they're grossing $1 billion at the box office. And that became the new standard. And of course, with the budgets for these films ballooning to unbelievable heights, it's been a standard that these films have to make at least $850 million to break even. What? So, from my understanding, this film's budget was $200 million, not factoring in everything else, adverts and all that other great stuff. And domestically, opening weekend was the highest it's ever been for the trilogy, with $106 million. But now look at the steady gross, is $127 million domestically at this point, and international is $129. It's neck and neck. Technically, that's not very good at this point, and it's worldwide $257 million. I don't know if this film is going to break even. Now, I think with a $200 million budget, I think it's in this case, $650 million to break even, which is still insane amounts of money. Still insane. Not to break even, to make a profit, $650 million. That's insane amounts of money to try to break even on this because all the reshoots and all other stuff. So I'm looking at these numbers right now. Like, once again, I've pretty much lost interest in the product myself, as well as a lot of other people. I did not go to the theaters to go see this movie. I wasn't going to do that to myself. I wasn't about to do that. And it's not trending well. And this is a epidemic at this point for these Marvel films and superhero films in general, that people are sick and tired of them because of whatever political messaging, all that great stuff. Well, terrible stuff. But this is in my personal opinion, I think this is a downturn, because if you look at Phase 4, none of these Phase 4 films made money except for Multiverse of Madness made money. That joint did well. It still didn't hit $1 billion, which is what they wanted. And Thor: Love and Thunder made even less than that. And that joint didn't crack $1 billion. I think it made like 700 million, so it made some money. But Shang-Chi and Eternals and what was it? Black Widow, all these films, they did not make their money back. And I think people are checking out. Now, this joint could bounce back. We're going into the next weekend. Maybe a whole lot of people are going to go see it this weekend. I strongly doubt that. I'm still predicting that I think this film probably will break even at between 550 and 600. That's my guess. And that's me being very, very, very generous at this point. But it might not even make it that far. It might not make it that far. So what do you guys think? Do you think Quantumania is actually going to pull a major profit? And is this the trend that's being set for Phase 5? Let me know in the comment section below. And do all those great YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. As always, you guys have been awesome. I'll catch you all next time. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out spinwiz.com or download the SpinWiz app and check out my comic series, Trouble. It was written with a lot of love, and it was definitely my favorite comic series to write. I've also written it in English and in Spanish, so whatever floats your boat, I got it for you. Thanks again, and check it out.